Hi guys! Today I'll be telling you the story of how I broke my right wrist. So for a little backstory, our house is a fixer-upper. It has been since we moved in, and with life getting in the way of building it up and fixing it up, it's still not finished. But this story takes place in, I think it was 2015, like right at the beginning, January. Our house, like I said, it's not finished. It's still in the fixer-upper stage. So, but we've lived here fixing it up. While we've lived here, our backyard has not been finished. So in the first few years, it was still like a big sandy pit because whoever was living here before us didn't take care of it. So the time of this story, there was no grass in our backyard, or if so, it was just little dead patches of grass. So also around this time is when all of those internet challenges were really becoming a thing, and you know, people were just making up the most random things. Not as bad as now with like the Tide Pod challenge and stuff like that, but back then, you know, we had dumb things like the Chubby Bunny where you shove as much marshmallows in your mouth and, you know, even choke yourself. So I made up my own, and it was called the Spider Challenge or the Spider Crawl Challenge. I can't quite remember, but I started recording myself. So the premise of the challenge was to climb over a chair. So we had these like patio chairs that you could take the back part, like backrest part off, and the seat part that you sit on off. It was just like plastic pieces that clipped onto it. So when you take those off, it's just like the shell and like lining of the chair, if that makes sense. So it was like metal. So I had the plastic off of it, and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna climb up this like it's a ladder or something. So it was like, you know, like this. So I started by climbing up like that. So you have to crawl over it, and then you have to crawl back over it. Literally 2 feet off the ground, not even a big deal at all. So I start climbing up and over. I make it to the back side of the chair. I'm like, I'm gonna do it again. So I climb over the front. I'm standing like on the seat part, facing like how you would sit down, but I was standing on the chair. And it flipped out from under me because it was in the sand. So it flipped out from under me, and I went right into the sand. Broke my wrist. And I was recording the whole thing, like I said. I can't find the recording. It's on some old phone or some old tablet. I don't know where it is. But even if I did, you wouldn't be seeing that because it is embarrassing. So yeah, after that, you know, my family was just telling the story to anyone who would ask how I broke my wrist. And it was so embarrassing. It was embarrassing. But yeah, thank you. I hope you got a little bit of entertainment from this. Thank you for listening. Have a good day.